I know you clicked on this video in a panic thinking, oh my God, my dog loves the dog park. What the hell is this guy even talking about? Or maybe you're just curious about what I have to say. But before we get into that, let's start with who I am. My name is Tom Davis. I'm an international dog trainer who has specialized in dog behavior for over a decade. And you may have even seen me on TV a time or two. Look, you guys, I love dogs and I love helping people with their dogs. And this question about the dog park, I get asked probably almost every day. Now, I want to give you a disclaimer. I am a professional and I'll be sharing my experiences and stories that I've heard firsthand. So this isn't just some random person sitting here going like, this is what I think of dog parks. These are things that I've seen and dealt with very firsthand. So first, I will say the idea of dog parks are amazing. What an amazing special place just for dogs to run around with their friends and burn off energy off leash. That's an incredible space for dogs. What could possibly go wrong here? That's what I want to talk about in this short video. Now, I'm not trying to tell you guys what you can and can't do with your dog. Obviously, it's your dog. Do what you want. But again, I'm a professional and I want to give you guys as much information as I can so hopefully you don't make the mistake. I usually say it's not if something bad happens to your dog at a dog park, it's just a matter of when something bad happens. And to be 100% honest with you guys, I don't want anything to happen to your dog. Or at least make sure you know about the risks of dog parks, which is ultimately my goal here. Now, I'm going to be talking in general, not all dog parks, but in general, right? So generally speaking, here are 5 reasons to avoid dog parks. Number 1, they are extremely unregulated. This means that they don't check temperament, they don't check health. It's like a public swimming pool, baby. Come on in, anybody can join. I've seen this become problematic because let's say Bill down the road adopts a new dog. And Bill assumes that, like most dog lovers, let's go to the dog park. It's a great option. Sure, on paper it makes sense. But what Bill may not know is this new dog that he just rescue adopted or got actually attacks small dogs or white dogs or big dogs or dogs who have blue eyes. But you guys get the point. And again, like I've seen this so many times. People just get a dog, they bring him in, boom, there's a dog fight or worse. Now this puts your innocent dog off leash running around having a great time at a huge risk. Not to mention the unregulated vaccines and all the diseases that run rampant at dog parks. Number 2, it can be an outlet for dogs, yes. But dog owners could completely disconnect their dogs if they're relying on dog parks to do that. It's kind of like sitting your toddler down in front of a TV while you work or you scroll on your phone. Are they entertained? Yes, of course. But are they developing skills with you? No. Number 3, it could be unbelievably overwhelming to dogs, period. Imagine walking into an enclosure with 10 to 30 dogs coming running at you to say hi, sniff, jump on you, hump you, bark at you, or maybe even all of the above. I've seen this completely traumatize dogs to a point where they actually have issues with other dogs because they think that this is how meet and greets with other dogs go. It's like, no, that's what a dog park meet and greet looks like. That's not the reality of most meet and greets on the leash out for a walk or in general. Number 4, dog fights. When, not if they happen, and it can be deadly. I think we forget that dogs are animals and they're not like people. Where if we don't like somebody or we're protective over something, we express through our words or we just walk away. And sometimes dogs can do that. Don't get me wrong, they can walk away. But dogs can also just snap and they can fight. And if you have a 10-pound dog with 100 other dogs, 30 other dogs, 20 other dogs, 10 other dogs, it could be deadly and at the very least traumatic. And for people too. People get hurt all the time breaking up dog fights in dog parks. Especially be cautious if you have an intact male. Now, some dog owners don't know the risk of the fights that can easily happen with intact males or mating in general if your dog is intact male or female. Number 5, bad manners. This is like sending your dog off to school for all this training and then completely blowing everything off. You spend all this time training your dog just to go to the dog park to then lose it all and for them to not listen and carry on and pick up a bunch of new habits. Now, dog parks can create obsessive predatorial behaviors for dogs as well, especially for the terriers and the dogs who have prey drives or higher prey drives. Now, if you guys are going to a dog park, I would highly suggest having excellent off-leash communication with your dogs. I have used remote collar training systems for a while now, and my ability to communicate with my clients and my personal dogs using modern technology is an absolute game changer. But you absolutely need to know how to do it correctly. It's technology. And right now, my e-collar introduction course is $100 off. just for you who are watching this video. All you have to do is use this promo code right here and go and check it out. If you guys go to a dog park and love it, I'm more than happy for you. I just want you to be aware of some of the risks and things that I commonly see with my clients who go to dog parks, because I think it's important that you know. I want all dog owners to live the absolute best life that they can with their dogs, and I want your dogs to be off leash, running around and having a good time. And also, guys, I totally understand that not everybody has a big backyard, but you guys can also accomplish these goals with training. You can get safe, reliable, off leash freedom with my remote collar course and or watching my free e-collar introduction courses or videos right here on YouTube. So you can do that too. If you live in a city and the dog park is the only way to let your dog completely off leash and get all the energy out, I totally get it. But you could also release a lot more energy using constructive outlets through training with your dog as well. Or you can get something like a doggy treadmill to get the miles in conjunction with your training, and you don't have to step foot in a dog park. Or if you have a reactive or aggressive dog or a fearful dog, this is an option for you as well, so you don't have to go to a dog park. A lot of my clients tell me about the issues they experience at dog parks in general, but they are looking for ways to outlet their dogs, and that's why they go there. So it's kind of like this, like I went there to help, but it made it worse. You can train your dog off leash or just train your dog in general. Every dog has two tanks, a mental tank and a physical tank, and every day they need to release those tanks. And you can easily out them yourself without all of the risk of the dog parks if you put in a little extra work. And again, all of my courses right now are $100 off, and you can use my discount code right here on the screen. And all of my seminars and all the information on how to work with me personally is listed in the description below. At the end of the day, guys, I want you to have fun with your dog. I want you to go to a dog park if it means that your dog loves it and has fun. Please don't stop doing it. I just think it's important that you guys really understand the potential risks at the dog park, because one thing that I see tragically is the stories of, well, my dog loved it, I love the dog park, we went there, and then this happened. There was this new dog, or there was this fight, and my dog got in the middle of it, or I got in the middle of it. And these are just things that I've seen, right? And I think it's important for people to just know, because you would just imagine the dog park is this wonderful place, as we've been talking about, and I think for the most part it is. But there's also high risks of your dog getting sick, high risk of your dog getting into a fight, high risk of your dog developing some sort of fear-based reactivity because of all of the stimulation from dogs. So, and some people may live in Oregon with a 100-acre park, dog park, and it's not really applicable to what I'm talking about. But I just think it's important because so many people ask me about the dog park, what my opinion is on the dog park. I don't go to a dog park. It's something that you won't find many dog trainers going to because of all the risks and the anxiety that dog trainers get when they go there, because we're constantly like, oh, this, you're looking at the behavior and you're like, oh God. So I just wanted you guys to know this. Please don't take it personally. I just think it's important for you guys to know the risks if you do decide to go to a dog park, because maybe think about this, guys, for those of you who are like, how dare this guy talk about, I love the dog park. Think about this. What about if you go to a dog park that's awful and it's terrible, it's full of diseases and reactive and aggressive dogs, and somebody adopts this cute new dog that's lovely and playful and they've had a really horrific life, and then they go into a dog park and get attacked or killed or whatever, right? Like, this is awful. And maybe watching this video can help them make a better decision to maybe say, you know what, my dog is a little fearful. I really don't like the idea of dog parks. I don't know any of the other options. Here's a bunch of options you guys can do, like exercising your dog at home with the treadmill, exercising your dog off leash if you do e-collar. And you don't have to do e-collar training. It's just an extra seat belt to make sure that your dog comes back when they're completely off leash, no matter what environment you're in, downtown Manhattan or in the middle of the woods. I think it's important to just have off leash communication with your dog. But anyway, I hope this video is helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys next time on the next video. Peace.